The last operation strategy is that of global factors. From an operations perspective, they need to consider what factors are going to have an influence and what strategies could we use to make this business more effective. So you've got 4 key factors there: sourcing, economies of scale, which we've spoken about at length, scanning and learning, and R&D. In terms of global sourcing, it's really about acquiring inputs from all around the world to lower costs and improve quality. That's a theme that we've been talking about really right throughout the operations topic, so I'm not really going to spend too much time on that, other than it can potentially improve quality as well as being lower cost, and allows the business to produce a greater variety of goods because it can access goods and inputs more broadly than just its domestic market, and that ultimately improves its business offering. Economies of scale, the ability to reduce cost per unit via increase in production. Economies of scale can be achieved through global factors, because if you're supplying on a global scale, or you're manufacturing on a global scale, that should reduce the cost of producing each individual input, which means you can either reduce the cost of selling it, or you're increasing your margin, i.e. the difference between what it costs you to make the good and what you're selling it for. That's just been mentioned there. Scanning and learning is really about just looking overseas to find new business ideas and trends. That might be manufacturing trends. It might be materials that have been used in the operations process. It might be certain staff that, or skills or roles that have been deployed in the global market, and that's going to allow a business to implement those changes within its domestic business. And then finally, you've got R&D. So undertaking research and development on a global scale rather than just at a domestic level, to extend product life cycles or to improve or create new products and production processes. And that can be expensive, but it's generally vital for business innovation and the longevity of the business. So generally R&D, however, at that level is generally only done by the really large businesses because of the significant costs. But ultimately it's about improving efficiency, the quality of the operations process, and the product offering. And ultimately, again, that's about trying to improve the business profitability, i.e. to achieve the business's objectives.